Hey guys, let's talk about your amazing mucus. And I know it's kind of a disgusting topic, but I think it's underrated. I think it's not emphasized enough. It's a very, very important part of your body. You make between 1 and 1.5 liters of mucus every single day. You're obviously swallowing it. A lot of it's getting recycled. And the mucus is sitting on a mucous membrane covering the inside of your body. And the size of that membrane is huge. It is 400 square meters. Now, how can that be? Well, if you take a look at the inside of your body, there's a lot of folds in your sinuses. There are a lot of, it's called villi in your intestines that look like that. So if you were to stretch them out, it's quite large. So that would be the size of 2 tennis courts or 1 large basketball court. And so the mucous membrane is part of your immune system. And you have all of your friendly bacteria that live in the mucus that are protecting you. You have your own immune cells that are ready there waiting for an invader. And there are millions of invaders all the time trying to get into your body. And the immune system's job is to prevent it from getting in and invading because it creates a lot of damage. The good bacteria that you have are friendly. They exchange with you. They give you compounds that are very beneficial, but these pathogens don't. All they do is they take your nutrients, they create destruction. They don't give you anything good. And that would be a definition of a criminal, right? This mucous membrane and the mucus on top of it lines the sinuses, the mouth, the throat, the lungs, the stomach. Think about it. Your acid in your stomach, it ranges between 1 and 3. This acid is so strong. Why doesn't it burn a hole through your tissues? Because of the mucus. It's a protective thing. Intestinal mucus, you have mucus in your kidneys, urogenital. So anyway, there's a lot of mucus going on. What does it do? It acts as a lubricant, okay? It also is antimicrobial. You have all sorts of enzymes that are sitting in there. You can envision the mucus as like a fly trap. So this microbe comes by, it gets stuck in there, certain enzymes start dissolving it and killing it. It's a great way to prevent pathogens from invading the body because you have this gel thing that they get stuck in. Also, all the good bacteria in there create an environment so it makes it very difficult for them to get in. And there's also antibodies. Antibodies are these little things right here that kind of like a lock and a key attach to certain pathogens and bind them and prevent them from doing anything so they can just dry up and die. So you have millions and billions of these antibodies that are very specific to certain microorganisms. Now, I already mentioned the fly trap because they're like a trap that's going to hold and contain a pathogen, much like a spider web, actually. But the main purpose of mucus is a barrier to the pathogen. Now, realize too, when your sinuses are congested, not all of that is mucus. There's a lot of inflammation and swelling, and there's mucus as well, but it's really the swelling and the immune reaction that's creating the congestion. Now, there's a couple things you can do to thin the mucus. There's a really good antioxidant called NAC. You can get this as a supplement, and that is really good if you have real thick mucus and you need to actually kind of loosen it up. But out of all the vitamins, the most important vitamin for the mucous membranes is vitamin A. If you're deficient in vitamin A, you're going to have a lot of sinus problems, a lot of allergies, a lot of irritation, inflammation in the mucous membranes. The next most important vitamin for this mucus would be vitamin D. Why? Because vitamin D is an anti-inflammatory, and there's a lot of conditions within the mucous membranes that involve inflammation. So anyway, I hope you now appreciate this amazing thing called mucus.